Asalamalaykum and welcome to my second Quran for Kids lesson. We'll be posting daily Quran lessons during this period where we're all having to learn from home. So yesterday we covered the letter Alif and we covered the letter Bear. Now at the end of our lesson yesterday we made a letter collage where we stuck different coloured pieces of paper onto the letters Alif and Bear to help us remember them. And after today's lesson we'll be making some bookmarks to help us remember the letters that we cover today. So for this activity you'll need some plain card and a ruler, some colours and some glue, and again some coloured pieces of paper or some post-it notes, whatever you have to hand. So that's what you'll need for today's arts and crafts session. So we're going to be moving on to the letters there and there. Now these two letters look very similar. They both have the smiley face and dots on the top, but the letter there only has 2 dots and the letter there has 3 dots. So a good way to help you remember this is that the number 2 begins with the letter T and the letter there also begins with the letter T. So the number 2 and the letter there begin with the same letter, and hopefully that will help you remember that the letter there has 2 dots. Now if we turn our flashcard round, you can see that the tongue comes up behind our 2 front teeth and we pronounce the letter ter. So practice saying this letter with me. Ter. Well done. So our next letter for today has 3 dots at the top. Now again, if you can remember that the number 3 starts with the sound th and the letter there starts with the sound th, that will help you remember that the letter there has 3 dots. So let's turn our flashcard round and see where the letter there is pronounced from. Now we stick our tongue out just a little bit between our front teeth and we say the letter there. So stick your tongue out a little bit and say the letter there. The letter there has 3 dots and the letter there has 2 dots. So let's practice some of those letters on the Quran for Kids app games. So the alphabet level is all free. You can download it onto your phone. I'm going to have a go at writing the letters this time. So there's letter Alif from yesterday. So you draw along the dotted line, write the letter Alif, and then it moves on to the next letter. So you can have a go at writing all the letters in the alphabet. And we'll have a go at another game today, which is Bubble Pop. So can you see all of the bubbles are floating around the screen? You've got to find 3 letter Alif. See if you can help me spot them. So there's one. You pop it, you put your finger on it to pop it. Who can spot the 3rd letter Alif? There it is. And then you have to find 3 letter bears in the bubbles. And you carry on popping all the bubbles until you've completed all the Arabic alphabet. You can also download the Quran for Kids ebook where you can actually colour onto the iPad. So I'm going to pick a colour at the bottom. I'm going to pick red. So today we learnt the letter there. So I'm going to have a go at colouring the letter there onto the iPad. And you can rub it out when you're done. So you can colour the different letters. You can also match the different letters. So here we have the letter bear, and again we have the letter bear up here. And as you can see, if you match them it makes a noise and it turns green. You can also write the letters on the iPad. There we have Alif, Bear, Taa and Thaa to help you remember them. So if you have your card ready, okay, what we're going to do now is make a bookmark to help us remember the letters there and there. So you just need to cut out a rectangle about the size of a ruler with your piece of card. So you have a plain white card. And then what you're going to do is colour that piece of card, any colour that you like. So colour that in. Now what I've done with my bookmarks is I've cut out some different shapes out of post-its. So I've got heart shapes on that bookmark and diamond shapes on that bookmark, And at the top I put the letters Taa and Thaa, which we've learnt today. Here's one that my little girl did this morning with the letter bear. So once you've coloured your strip, any colour that you like, choose a shape. Maybe you want to pick squares, so out of a post-it note I'm going to cut just some little squares up so you can. Okay, so once you have your shapes, you get your glue, and we're just going to stick the shapes onto the bookmark. And you can do any shapes that you like, any colours that you like, stick them all the way down your bookmark. And then at the top you need to cut out a square shape again, slightly bigger this time, just to stick it right at the top of your bookmark. And we're going to write one of the letters that we've learnt today on top of it. So there we go, stuck a bigger shape at the top there. So I'm going to write the letters Taa or Thaa, because that's what we've learnt today, on the top. There we go, Taa. Now if you wanted, on your shapes you could also write the different ways that Taa can be written. So we could have Taa written without the smiley face, and that's just got half a smiley face there. So if you want to write down in your shapes the different ways that Taa and Thaa can be written to help you remember and recognise them, you can do that. So just to recap, stick these letters around your house, try and remember them for tomorrow's session where we'll be covering some more letters. So today we've learnt the letters Taa, which has 2 dots, and the letter Thaa, which has 3 dots. So I hope you enjoy playing the games on the Quran for Kids app. I hope you enjoy making your bookmarks, which help you remember the letters Taa and Thaa. So thank you for tuning in. I'll be posting another lesson tomorrow where we'll be covering the letters Jim, Ha and Kha. Asalamalaykum.